folks. I'm here to talk to you about something very important. It's called concealed carry handgun in North Carolina. First thing I want to do is tell you who I am. I'm Gary Lewallen, retired police chief, City of Archdale. Spent 34 years in law enforcement, still sworn because I have to have that status to be able to teach under the North Carolina Department of Justice. So what I'm here to talk to you about is your concealed carry, safety, proper technique, and what would make you a better handler of firearms and safety in North Carolina. And that's the kind of things we're going to speak about here today. When you sign up for this class, the things that we're going to do is going to basically talk about your proper handling of a firearm, the laws, especially the laws in North Carolina, because being law enforcement, with my background, I hit that pretty heavy because I want you to know the do's and don'ts. I want you to know what you should do with a firearm legally, even though the law has a lot of gray area in it. We want you to make sure when you go out here and you handle a firearm that you do it under the right guidelines. So we're going to talk about that particular situation right now. What can I legally do with this firearm? Where can I handle this firearm without causing myself issues with the law enforcement community? The right way to deal with it is keep it in plain view per your Second Amendment rights. You can do that. You can keep it in plain view until you get this concealed handgun permit, and then by law in North Carolina it must be concealed. That's the stuff that we teach in this class. We teach you that opportunity so you don't have bad interactions with law enforcement. Based on the training that I've received in my 30+ years in law enforcement of teaching the law enforcement community how to handle a firearm properly, that's the same techniques that I use for the public today. Is I give you the same techniques so you understand the proper way to hold the gun, which starts out with a firm, strong grip, either right or left-handed, and then it's coupled with a support hand grip with both hands on the gun firmly. That's what we want you to do first and foremost by handling a firearm. One of the things that's really important when you go to a firing range is knowing the proper procedures and the safety concept of handling the firearm while you're at the range. Remember, there may be other people there, and you may not be by yourself. So, we want to make sure that you always know you should never point a gun at anybody. You always point it in a safe direction, and a safe direction where anything that does happen, which we don't want it to happen, but with a firearm, anything, and dealing with people, anything can happen. So we want the gun pointed in a safe direction at all times. So that's one of the things that we teach you as well. Shooting a firearm, a handgun, is done in a lot of different aspects. It's done for safety, it's for personal protection, it's done for recreational opportunities, but it should never be used as a tool of self-destruction. So we want to make sure that your opportunity to fire a gun and to handle a gun is a safe and a fun opportunity, not something that's scary or is creating a problem for you, or it's I can't do that. The whole idea of having a gun is to make you have more of a feeling of understanding and safety minded, because look, the whole idea is that it's not something that you do because you got to do it. It's because it's something that you want to do. 9 times out of 10. So that's the kind of things that we want you to understand. Firearms are not scary because they're a tool, and a tool is what you use in any type of function, whether it's work or recreational. So that's what we want you to understand with a firearm. When we go to the firing range, safety is very important. It's something we've got to deal with. It's paramount. Being in law enforcement, teaching handling the firearms to the police and to the public, which I've done over the last 30+ years. We want everybody to be safe when they get there and also when they leave. So that's what we focus on when we're at the range, is to be minded that there may be other people there. So let's do it the right way, and that's what we teach is the right way. Let's sum it up by saying this. From A to Z, we can give you the requirements and the tools that helps you become a better handler of firearms.